get tired of being with this person over a number of years. Nextly, escalating incompatibility. People literally during a marriage life grow apart. You know, this is one thing that you guys would, really need to understand when it comes to marriage, is that marriages change because people change. This is why the only reason that you should move into a marriage is because, and I've said this to, and asked people this question for years. Everybody, 100% of the time, has given me the same response. Whenever I did the marital counseling, I always ask them, did you pray about this? Everybody tells me yes. Everybody, they always say yes. But then a lot of them don't stick. And the reason I say that you need to make sure that you really seek God about it is because all you can base your decision on is the present and sometimes the past. You cannot base your decision on the future because you don't know it. You don't know what that person is going to be like 10 years from now. That person don't know what you're going to be like 10 years from now. You don't know if that person's goals are going to change by the time they're 50. You don't know what that person is going to be thinking, by the time they get to be middle-aged. Once they get to be a senior citizen, you don't know what that person is going to be like. Only God knows. And only God knows that if you're going to be able to last with the changes that take place in a marital setting, okay? So escalating incompatibility, a lot of times nowadays people call it irreconcilable differences. We just can't get along, all right? Because people change. Nextly, workaholism. I talked about this a little bit prior to this lesson, and basically 6% of divorces end, or start rather, 6% of marriages end because somebody wants to work too much. You're always at work. You're always on the road. You're flying here, you're flying there. You're never at home. You're always doing overtime. Some people just cannot deal with that, which leads to divorce. And the reason I'm giving you guys these reasons, so if you plan to get into a marriage, you know not to be disrupted by these kinds of things. Those of you who are already in a marriage, you should look at these things and say, man, if I'm guilty of any of these things, I'm putting my marriage at risk. Now, most of y'all will agree with me, you guys that are married, you ladies that are married, you've been guilty of some of this stuff yourself, right? Most of you brothers have been workaholics. Come on. See, now y'all see y'all all acting like y'all don't know what I'm talking about. But your wife has had to tell you, man, why you staying at the job so late all the time? Right? Come on. So we need to make sure that we know that these things are